Good evening, everyone. This is Alan. Just want to give an update on what's happening. And this update I want people to pay very close attention to because it will appear that I'm pointing fingers and I'm not. Earlier this evening, I was given information that somebody may be trying to take Ashley and I's baby from us, and I'm acting upon that. I have no solid proof or verification that that actually is the case, but concerning the severity of the issue and the sensitivity, I'm not taking chances. I'm on the outskirts of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm waiting for a rental truck to which I will be returning shortly to New York State. For those that wish to contact me, that have my actual New York address, you may do so, 2905 Kruger Avenue, Bronx, New York. You have my active phone number, 207-307-6472, and you also have my Facebook Messenger contact information. I want to state something that I hope people listen to extraordinarily carefully, because this is the only time I'm going to actually verbalize this. If you have a problem with me, then I'm an adult and I can handle that, and we can handle it any way you wish. But if you have the intention of taking Ashley's baby away from her, or I, or both of us, you're going to have a war on your hands. Now, I come from New York, and where I'm from, if you try to take somebody's baby away unjustly, you're facing a death sentence, and I don't care who reports this. That's not appropriate to do. If you have a problem with me, or even if you have a problem with Ashley, have the decency to explain it to both of us, or one of us, or separately. It doesn't matter. Just explain it. If you have concerns about whether or not she and I are capable of raising a baby, you might want to check my finances. I'm not traveling all over the country literally without the means to do so. As you can clearly see, over the past 2 or 3 months, I placed over 5,000 miles under my belt. You don't do that by not having the ability to care for somebody. The bottom line is this, and I'm just going to say it, and I really don't give a shit who hears it. If you or anybody you know is attempting to take Ashley and our baby away from us, or away from me, you're going to have a war you can't win. I'll give you a war you won't believe. I don't tolerate that. I never have, and I never will. There are 3 types of people on this earth, and I'm asking you to consider yourself as one of them. People you trust, people you don't trust, and people who are taking up precious oxygen. If you're going to interfere with a precious little baby girl and separate that baby girl from his biological mom and dad because you have a problem either with Ashley or with myself, you're the type of person that has the last category, taking up oxygen. I've been very patient in all of this. I've spent a tremendous amount of resource trying to locate Ashley and trying to secure our future together. I've been traveling very, very extensively. I've been tying into resources that I never thought I'd actually need. So obviously, there's a lot going on in my life right now. My plate is kind of full, but reiterating the fact of what this video is actually all about, it's a direct warning to anybody who's trying to take Ashley and our baby from us. You're going to fail. And if you do somehow, by coincidence, succeed in that aspect, you will fail in the aspect dealing with me. Because at that point, I will no longer have anything to lose. Am I making that clear? Is that in any way unclear? If you succeed in taking Ashley and our baby from us, I no longer have anything to worry about losing. And I will act accordingly. That is not a threat, by the way. For those who perceive that as a threat, by all means, contact your local law enforcement agency and tell them Alan Robinson sent you. I will instantly plead guilty. I guess what I'm trying to do is find out if that rumor is actually correct. If it is not, I will be the first person to publicly post a video apologizing. But if it is correct, I suggest you meet your maker's wishes and make amends. I can't get any more certain on that. Now, that being said, I will be leaving Maryland shortly. I'm just waiting for a truck rental, and I will be going back to New York, specifically Manhattan, Long Island, Staten Island, Bronx, and in Queens. Then I'll be returning to Maine, for which I'll be having a meeting with several people that I've discussed this issue with, and I'll deal with it from there. A lot of people have stated that Ashley may have been faking her pregnancy to get out of whatever situation she was in. Let me set the record straight on that. In my wallet, I have the actual ultrasound, which verifies that faking is far from the truth. I was there at the hospital, not only in Maine, but also in New York, when they did the testing, and it came back positive, pregnant. So, let me set that rumor aside. Ashley is in no way faking it. The other issue is somebody asked me, what if Ashley has left you, Al, and she doesn't want to be with you? That would not be the case, because Ashley and I made a lot of commitments and promises, and I know her heart. She would not play me as a fool. She's not stupid. The commitments that we made to each other were made in very private, very intimate ways. Ashley would never leave me for somebody else. I correct myself. If I physically hurt her or the baby, or threatened to harm the baby, she would leave me in an instant. But obviously that's never going to be the case. Ashley and I held each other, literally crying in each other's arms, pleading and begging with each other. And we promised each other we would never leave each other. And of all things, we both made a blood vow that our love for each other would be to death. And that blood vow was being carried forward. She made a very verbal promise in front of everyone that was in Roanoke, Virginia, at the home, that she prohibited anyone from raising our child but us, her and I. I asked her to promise me that, and she made a very, very dedicated vow to that. So to set everybody's mind at ease, Ashley has not left me. Now, as far as Department of Health and Human Services, Child Protective Services, and all the other scumbag morons that rip into people's family and tear them apart at the very fibers, they're probably trying to brainwash her. Everybody knows anything at all about those agencies, knows that's what they do. They're probably pumping her full of medication so she don't even know how to tie her own shoes. And they're probably throwing her a bunch of psychologists her direction, trying to keep them as priority while everybody else, including the family, is tossed aside. Ashley's smart enough to see through that. People need to start giving her more credit than they do. She's extraordinarily smart. I'm going to keep this video under 10 minutes if I can. I just want to state that I'm on my way back to New York State, and I will be stopping in many places, and then I will be returning to the state of Maine to have a conference with Katie and several other people. I will not be alone. I will be bringing many people with me from New York. We're going to get to the bottom of this New York style. And just to reiterate the one thing that I want to make this video all about, if you or anyone you know is trying to take Ashley's baby from us, I'm going to put you in the ground, and you can report that anytime you wish. Like I said, I'll plead guilty, because if that ends up being the case, I no longer have anything to worry about. I no longer have anything to lose. You understand? Have a good night.